if your job is security forces in the Air Force and you want to know about tech school, this is the video for you. But YouTube's goddamn deal, man. It's one of the only power, baby. And we are back with another video. This video topic came to fruition. I don't know if I'm saying that word right because I got a comment on a video on yesterday's video. If y'all ain't watched it, you're tripping. So let me pull up the comments and see see. Okay, bet. He said, "What was your experience like in tech school and graduating tech school and doing your move? What options are available for us new airmen when it comes to doing a move towards our new base? Honestly, that's been the number one thing on my mind for the past couple months, and I can't seem to wrap my head around figure out how I want to go about that based on my situation." Easy, easy peasy. But first, let's talk about tech school. Now, I'm not gonna get into like the depths of what tech school is about because, bro, that shit 3 months long. Unless it's changed, it's 3 months long, right? And tech school is like college, right? Basics like high school, and then tech school is like a watered down version of college. Everybody is there, uh, to learn a job. You know what I mean? Excuse me. I don't know why I be burping every time I record. But anyway, if you somehow get you a basic training booth and y'all got the same job, that may be your time to see what's going on with y'all. But I wasn't on that because one, I was in a relationship, and two, bro, I was just funny looking, bro. I was still bald headed, and so my energy and aura wasn't bad. You know what I'm saying? But tech school is a fun time. You know what I'm saying? You do have a lot of class work that you do. Okay, contrary to belief, it's not just out in the field doing all that. Bro, some days you in class all day, and you ain't been up all asleep. Make sure you paying attention. Make sure you taking your notes because you do have tests. You do have tests. Somebody commented yesterday. You're like, man, it's really school work and basic and test school. Yeah, bro. Yeah. But for the most part, what you do in security force test school, it's a lot of basically law enforcement work. You learn how to search people, put the handcuffs on. You do building clearing. Now you do ruck marches, which is crazy, and it's just a lot of police stuff that you do, and it's very basic training. You learn the basis of security forces. Now, once you graduate and get to your base, then you're gonna learn a whole new type of training. You know what I'm saying? How to do the job at that base. But tech school is fun, bro. It's fun, especially if you're young and you around other young people and y'all just frigging it out together. You know what I'm saying? Going through that stuff together. Now, here's the player thing that I did. You know what I mean? I'm from Texas. I'm from Houston. And when I enlisted into the Air Force, I was living in Dallas. So San Antonio to Dallas is a 5 hour ride, right? So I went home and got my car. Shit, I want for to be out there carless because at some point you do get base off base privileges, and you can stay off base for the weekend. It's phases though. You don't start off like that. But once I hit that phase to where I can go off base stay off for the weekend, nigga, I went home and got my car. I went and took the mega bus home. 5 hour ride. I stayed home all weekend. And then I came back with my car. You know what I'm saying? I left Dallas early Sunday morning so I can get back to Lackland in good enough time because you got accountability. And throughout the next 3 months, I had my car there. You know what I'm saying? So if I didn't want to eat the chow, I'm going to get me some to eat, man. I'm going to get me something to eat. Now I parked it to where it kind of blended in with the other cars because I don't even know if you could or can have cars there, but I parked it to where me and my partner knew where it was at. It got to the point to where you might go to basic, you might go to test school with people you was in basic with, and so at the time, my boy Dent, he was my guy in basic, and he was still at Lackland too. So I let him use the car, I let him use the whip too. We were just surviving, bro. So we want to go out for the weekend. That's what we did, bro. That's what we did. And I remember one time the Jordan 13s, the He Got Games dropped. So this is 2013, I believe. And so the mall, they was doing like a early release, but you had to get there early. So that Saturday morning, me and a few of my classmates, we got into that goddamn Mustang and went to the mall at 6 a.m. I think at this time we was in trouble, so it wasn't really, we wasn't supposed to do that, but I do what I want. You know what I'm saying? Pap does what Pap wants to do whenever Pap wants to do that. You know what I'm saying? So we stick off base and get the mall, get the shoes. Getting off base was the easy part. It was getting back on base because when you have a certain look when you're in tech school down there at Lackland, and Lackland's a big base. You know what I'm saying? And so when I'm going through the gate, the gate guard, the security force, he looking at me, but he gave my ID back and went on about my business because don't nobody know that you ain't supposed to be off base. At least I thought at the time that they knew, but they don't care about us. They don't care about us. They got bigger things to worry about. So yeah, that was test school. I would say the difference now between test school then when I went and test school now is, bro, now you people are overly freaky, overly horny, overly going. Like, listen, I get it. You've been in test school for 2 months, and you got needs as men and women, but goddamn, have some dignity. Have some dignity about yourself. See us off base is going down, and we gonna get a hotel or we get a room somewhere. Y'all, I heard y'all be going behind porta potties, in the porta potties, getting y'all a little quick in, boy. Y'all nasty. Y'all nasty. Like, I get it, you gotta do what you gotta do, but bruh, go get you a room or something, dog. But don't ever get caught in the opposite sex dorm. That's what I will tell you. You just go and pack your stuff up because your ass getting sent home. Now, with tech school and the training and all that, if you're not on your P's and Q's, bro, you will get sent home for failing. I'd rather get sent home than get recycled and go to another team. You know what I'm saying? Now you gotta learn those people and all right, man, hell no. Just send me home. You know what I mean? But I'm saying that now, but I would probably rather get recycled and things like that. But yeah, test school cool, bro. Test school cool. It's an experience, a fun experience. It also depends on your team and your I forgot what the team leader. Is it a white rope, blue rope, whatever color rope it is. Yeah, it all depends on those things as well. But test school is fun. Now, moving, when it comes to moving and graduation is this cool little ceremony. Whatever. You get your beret and your badge, your certificate. The last few weeks before graduation, you already know where you're gonna get stationed at, right? You're going to be in contact with a person that's called a sponsor at your base. So let's just use me for an example. I was in contact with my sponsor from Dover, and I told him that I will be going home to do rap. That's recruiters assistance. If you can do recruiters assistance after tech school, how do that? During tech school, reach out to your recruiter and tell them you want to do recruiters assistance, and they'll get you together. I forgot how that process go, but yeah. I went home for recruiter's assistance. I was home for a week, and then I drove to Dover. I drove to Dover. You have a date that you have to be there by, and so you got to prepare for that. So from Dallas to Dover, Delaware, it was a 24-hour drive. You know what I'm saying? So my sponsor told me, he said, "Hey, since you're driving, take your time. You know what I'm saying? Just get here safely, but before your no later than date." So I was there in plenty of time. I had got there on a Sunday. I made the drive in 3 days because he told me to take my time. So every 8 hours I stopped. So it take 8 hours to get out of Texas. So once I got in Texas, I stayed in Tennessee, and then I woke up and drove to Maryland, right? Instead of my boy grandma house that I went to test school with. And then I woke up and went to finish the drive to Delaware. Man, when I got to that gate, bruh, I had got there on a Sunday. I was nervous as hell. Heart just beating fast because it's like, dog, I am actually in the Air Force now. I'm not no trainee, no nothing. I am Airman PAP now at this point. A1C PAP because I was E3. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's how it went. You know, I guess the other option would be fly there, but I don't know. I just think that if you have a car, a good enough car that you can pull on the highway like that, like I did, then you should be good to go. Listen, I had an '06 Impala with the ticking noise on the AC. You know what I'm saying? If that can make it 24 hours, then you should be good to go, bro. You don't need no new car and this or that to get to your base. Now, yeah, I just think driving is the best option. You know what I'm saying? I had all my stuff that I needed, I wanted, and packed it up, threw it in the car, and got on the road. At that time, I am 20 years old. I have never done a drive like that, so uh, that was my first long drive. Cause prior to that, I would go back and forth to Houston, which only 3 hours. But yeah, that's how I did it, bro. I'm trying to make sure I'm not missing anything else. He said, honestly, that's my number one thing on my mind for the past couple months. Can't see the wrap ahead around free how I want to go based on my situation. I'm not sure what your situation is. Maybe you don't have a car or anything like that. It just you would have to once you get to test school and you at that point where you're about to graduate and you talking to your sponsor, just tell them how. Just talk to them. Ask them how you think you should get there, whether that's flying or driving. But me, if you can drive, bro, drive. Cause you have your car and this and that. Although I like to tell y'all don't buy a new car. If that's your only option, then you gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta do what you gotta do. Save your receipts because you do a voucher and you get that money back that you spent to excuse me to get to the base. You get that money back. So if you drive, yeah, save your receipts, big dog. Save your receipts and you'll get that money back. Uh, but that's really pretty much it. Security forces is security forces test school is cool. Uh, I have fun. You should have fun. Depend on your team. You're gonna see some wild things. Don't be a part of no wild things. Don't get in trouble. Like have your fun. Like be who you gonna be. But just don't be overly freaky. Don't be overly horny. Don't risk your career over a piece of ass, boy. Do not, ladies too. Y'all be freaky here. Y'all be going too, and have fun and enjoy it because you only do that once. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Once I got to Dover and got situated, uh, you don't immediately go to work. I mean, you do, but you don't. Like you go in process and you're you gotta do some more type of training. Then you get your first day at work. The first day at work, I was nervous as hell. You know what I'm saying? I was on day shift, so I had to be there by like 4 a.m., 4:45. I had to be armed up by 4:45, and then guard mount is at 5:15. You gonna learn all these terminologies when you get to your base. You know what I'm saying? And so my first day, they made me come up in front of the whole day shift crew. I introduced myself. I said I'm Emma Pap. I'm from Houston. I like to do this, this, and this, and I'm just glad to be here type shit. The first thing somebody asked me, man, how old are you? I said 20. He said, oh man, we can't hang with you yet. Cause the legal drinking age is 21. So, you know, that was that, and that's that. And then once I got to my posting, of course it was main gate. And I seen all I'm doing is checking out these. I'm like, cool, this is kind of sweet. I mean, it is, bro. Regardless of people say security force is an easy job. You know what I'm saying? It's never, you may get the same postings, meaning like main gate, housing gate, flight line, whatever case may be. But you just never know what you're gonna experience that day. You know? And yeah, you're working all the elements, but it's cool, bro. You not doing it by yourself, and it's just cool. The only thing I would say I hate about security forces is the exercises. The exercises and the post briefs. And y'all gonna learn about that, bro. Them exercises. It's simulating a real world event. So, for example, gate runner. A gate runner is somebody that goes to the gate. It don't stop and give you their ID. They just going onto the base, which is a big no. You know what I'm saying? So if that was a real situation, you'll be like, you get on the mic or the radio, you be like, gate runner, gate runner, gate runner, main gate. Person is driving a Toyota Corolla, a blue Toyota Corolla, heading towards what's that street in Dover? Atlantic. Copy, and then everybody will respond. And so when it's an exercise, that is usually your flight chief that's doing the exercise and this and that. And sometimes them exercises be annoying because sometimes it's not a gate runner, it's a alarm activation, or you doing a traffic stop, or you doing a active shooter exercise. So they just be annoying sometimes because you're actually working and doing the exercise. So man, I hate the most. And then the post brief. Ooh, I can't wait till I do a post brief. A post brief is when your flight chief come up to your gate or to your posting, and they'll ask for a post brief, and you gotta tell them about the post, what's the rules and regulations, and this and that. You gotta tell them what type of weapon you have, what type of non-lethal weapon you have, and just the whole shebang. But y'all gonna learn about that when y'all get there. So that's pretty much it about security forces, man. I hope I answered your questions. If you got any more, man, just drop them down below. But yeah, I always recommend if you could drive, bro, make that drive, man. I think a lot of people make that drive if they're not already stationed where they're gonna be stationed at. But yeah, that's pretty much it, man. That's pretty much it. So I'm locked in on the content. 18 minutes. I know y'all love like the 20, 30-minute videos, but sometimes I just can't even get the 20, 30 minutes, you know, but I try to make the videos as informative and entertaining as possible. And if they are, bruh, if I've been doing a good job with that, let me know in the comments. That keeps me going, keep me motivated, and all that. So yeah, uh, that's it. Like, comment, subscribe if you're new, and I'm out, dog.